Hello everyone, welcome to Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty analysis for 10th October, Monday. See, Friday we had a nice small down move and then we kind of made this double bottom and moved up. This is the hourly chart of Banknifty. See, when this up move came on Friday in the end towards the last hour, I was kind of planning for this. I was kind of sure that this type of chart pattern will work. That is, we are kind of making a bearish flag after this nice fall, right? We're kind of making a retracement with a bearish flag and then a breakdown of this. And even if you see, this kind of a wave count was perfect, and this fifth wave will always be impulsive, and probably we could see somewhere close to 40,000 or 39,000 or something. And then let me just put this back. I was kind of expecting this kind of a move. That's why Friday initially we had a view that the market can come down. It did. So this was the view that we had, and when this trend line breaks, the market structure can again become bearish, and this would be the target on the downside around 37,500. Or if we break out of this level and sustain, then the market might be bullish again. So this was the kind of the view that we had, but a lot changed after Friday's move, especially in the US market. We'll look at the US market also slipped. So for now, for Monday, we will just consider this one trend line. See, now what happened in the US market on Friday is they slipped almost 600 points. Now this is putting us, as of now it is showing, SGX Nifty is showing a 244 point gap down. So 244 point gap down in our Nifty will give us easily about 500, 600 or 700 point gap down in Bank Nifty. Now I'm just shifting back to a 15-minute chart to mark the levels. See, now based on the chart where we have the next closest supporters here, okay, this level where on this day we gapped up and went up, that this level can act as a support, that is around 38,600. Then this is the entire gap fill, okay, and a sub intraday kind of a support might come at this level, that is around 38,200. Now 38,000 from here, 39,000 almost 200. If we get a gap down of 500 or 550, 560 points, we'll get a gap. We might get a gap down somewhere close to this. We might get a bigger gap down also, we don't know. But as of now, based on what SGX Nifty is showing, we can assume that we might get a gap down somewhere close to here, 38,600, and there's a very good support. So once we gap down around this level, right, we'll have to be careful, see if this support breaks what is marked over here at 38,600. If 38,600 breaks, probably we can get a quick dip until 38,200, or maybe even fill this gap at 38,000. But if this level holds, right, 38,600 holds, there's a good chance we might even get a bounce on the upside. My personal view is we might remain sideways, because after getting a 500 point gap down, then again slipping 500 point is not something that Bank Nifty does on a usual basis. Maybe once this trend line breaks, right, see, our view was this, we might go up on Friday. When this move came, we might go up, and once we come down and break this trend line, we'll take a short position. But in this gap down itself, we are breaking this trend line. Maybe if we get a nice pullback to retest this trend line around 38,900 and then get a short signal, this will be a very good trade. But shorting right after a gap down will not be it's not part of a plan, it's not a good trade. But in case we gap down and kind of consolidate here and then break this level, that will be a good trade. So the no trading things are, if we get a gap down and suddenly start slipping, like continually within first 5 minutes, 10 minutes, we slip 200, 300 points, then it's best to wait for some kind of a pullback and then short. So these are the different scenarios where we would try to take a trade. The best opportunity would be wait for a pullback, either to this, closer to this trend line, or wait for any of the EMAs, like pull back to any of the EMAs and then see if we can short. Or if we open and consolidate right over here and then break this level, we can try and take a short, because Possibly if we come further down, maybe this gap fill will happen. For that, this we should start trading below 38,600, and we'll keep even this level. Sorry, I'll put a proper line. This level, right? See, as long as we get a gap down, and if we are getting a pullback, only if we come break this level on the upside, 38,800 on the upside and this trend line on the upside, then probably we can think of going long. If not tomorrow or Tuesday or so, if this support holds, that is 38,600. So the crucial points tomorrow to watch out are this 38,600, 38,280, and this gap fill at around 38,029, and this trend line. So these things I'll keep it marked, and basically we will have to function within these levels. So let's see which level is that, and also have this marked. So I'm going to just save this and possibly just look at Nifty also. And even in Nifty, on the hourly chart, we have this kind of a bearish flag pattern kind of a structure that was going on, but we are getting a huge gap down. So let's see on the 15-minute chart what are the levels that we can use. See, we do have a big gap over here, that is between 17,115 to 16,888. See, this is too much of a gap to fill in one day, but we'll never know the way the US market fell, right? I'll be showing you the Dow chart and the crude oil chart in the end. The way the Dow fell, we can never say, maybe even we will slip. Again here, we have, now the reason for this type of a fall, not sure, maybe the fundamentals and the dollar is reaching all-time high. There's some support over here at 17,030, and obviously we'll keep this level also marked. And in terms of trend line, as Bank Nifty, we don't have a perfect trend line. This is like almost like breaking this trend line and coming, so we'll not make use of any trend line. See, a 240-point gap down, okay, from this level where we closed on Friday, a 240-point gap down will put us somewhere over here, right, around 17,061. So the best trade in Nifty is only if this level breaks, 17,045 breaks, maybe we'll fill 17,860. And since this area is part of the gap, right, so there's a good chance if this level holds, right, it doesn't break down, there's a good chance of reversal even until 17,230. So that only the price action can tell on Monday. See, as of now in both Nifty and Bank Nifty is kind of, we are in a position where we cannot decide the structure of the market. Now what do I mean by structure of the market is, in this hourly chart, see, until here we had a nice up move, but when this down move was started, we had this type of a structure view. Even in my videos I've been showing we could make this type of a ABC. So we had this structure that the Bank Nifty is going to slip. It was easy to trade. Now we were expecting some retracement. The retracement is coming along with this type of confused signals. So we cannot for sure say that since we are breaking this trend line, we are going to come down, right? There's a possibility even we can, from this gap down, we can again go up, retrace. So still that exact market move, whether it's going to be a bullish move or bearish move, is not easily predictable. But once we start trading below this trend line, fill this gap, then yeah, at least a fall until this low is possible. Until 37,500 is possible. And if this low breaks, then on the bigger structure, this could just be a corrective retracement, and we could, this is not for Monday, but on a bigger picture, if this low breaks, right, that is 37,000, we could slip further. We'll get much bigger targets on the downside. So this is our view, and these are the levels marked that I'll be using for the intraday trading tomorrow, and these levels should work. See, even if we don't get a pretty good move in Bank Nifty or Nifty, right, I'm sure that these levels marked, right, the Bank Nifty might move within these levels after a gap down or come down. So either way, we should be able to trade, at least capture 150-60 points in Bank Nifty. And just to show how when everybody were expecting the Dow Jones is done with the fall and we are going to retrace on the upside, the kind of fall that we had on the daily chart. See, this was, I'm going to remove all this. So this was the recent low. We kind of made a retracement and then again we have started slipping. This type of big candle in Dow Jones, yeah, it is pretty significant. We cannot just ignore the saying that there's just one red day. See, in an uptrend you get a small red candle like this, yes, we can consider that this just kind of a small correction, but a big candle like this at a pretty important significant level we cannot ignore. Possibly there is a good chance Dow Jones might come to retouch this low and see whether we are going to break this or hold this and bounce. So another dip of another 1000 points is possible as of now. That's what it looks like. And if anybody trades in crude, this is one of the best time even for crude option buying. We had some nice profits last week, means basically only on Friday, because we kind of, this pattern was broken out on the daily time frame. The kind of this, I had pointed this even in our Cosmofeed group. The kind of the structure broke. Now the first place where we can face some resistance is this, that is around 37,700. If that breaks, then we could easily go until 898 levels. So crude is another. See, in crude, whenever we get this type of structure break, and especially the price is going up, right, it goes up pretty quick. You can do some back testing, let it be based on news or not, but we have our levels, chart levels, so we will look to trade crude as well. So that's it for Monday. Hope we can get some good trading moves and make some money. Thank you.